Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be showing you the Grimsmo Fjell in the Machinist finish from the first 100, as well as an early Stonewash finish. And I also have the Rask and the Norseman here for comparison, but I'll get these out of the way for now to focus on the Fjell. These two knives right here are both rare, beautiful, and extremely interesting. They were created over the course of 12 years by John Grimsmo, and they just came into production earlier this year. So what they did for the first 100 here is they did a machinist finish, which is literally right off the machine, and I'll talk to you about that in a second. Look how beautiful this knife is in the light there. So this is Fjell number 95 right here. 95. And we have Fjell number 75 here. I'll show you this one too. Hold on. There you go. So these are both essentially the same knife, but because this was basically still under development at this point, they had these holes. They call them speed holes. They have these holes which allow you to see the blade through the holes like that. You see it poking through there. And that, listen to the sound, by the way. Really cool. So yeah, besides the holes and the finishing, these knives are identical. The clip is also the same. I'm going to give you a close-up on the Stonewash. Now, I initially got the Machinist finish first 100 Fjell, but this is the second one I got, and this is really the one that I intend on using more. I'm going to use both, but this finish is absolutely beautiful that they did. The Stonewash I'm talking about, it's really, really nice. And just the finish on this whole knife is so smooth, guys. So this is a sub 3-inch knife. It's a full titanium integral button lock with a sheep's foot blade. So full titanium integral, meaning this is literally made of one single piece of titanium. This whole section. The sides, the back, they're all milled out of one piece. And you can even see right there. Let me get you this view. You can see on the back there, you can see the machining marks that they leave in on purpose to show you what they did there, and you can see it here too. And yeah, so it's integral means it's made of one piece. It's milled out of one piece on a Swiss lathe, I believe. Either that or the 5-axis Kern, which is a German CNC mill. These are very advanced machines that are making these, very expensive advanced machines. The button is polished to a mirror finish. If I clean that off, I'll clean that off real quick just to show you that it's pretty amazing. I mean, look at that perfect mirror finish on this guy. And I've used this. It's not brand new, but it's the button is mirror polish. The rest is Stonewash. It's a beautiful contrast. The finish on the pivot is a tumbled finish. So it's not polished. and tumbled on this side too. Of course, this is made completely in-house by basically 3 people in Canada, right outside Toronto. So let's talk about this finish a little bit. This is absolutely incredible because this piece is incredible. Why? Because you never see a maker let a machinist finish like this come out the door, because it's basically showing it's this is like you're seeing them naked as a machinist. They're seeing all the imperfections and you're open to every error. Basically what this is this is a knife with a design here. I'm gonna give you a better close-up here with a milling pattern, and but then there's no finishing. They do no finishing on the knife. This is straight off the machine. That's the amazing part. So this is, in other words, straight off of the CNC machine. And they have not put in any handwork into correcting what the machine did. Even on, I'm going to zoom in here. Yeah, even on the pivot there, even the pivot here is actually machinist finish. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's kind of tough. This is easier. Actually, I think this one is machinist finish. Trying to show you guys. There we go. Right there. So even the pivot here has not been polished at all. And basically you can see how well they machine this, how precisely the drill bit is hitting this thing. This is a very small knife, guys. And this thing is very small. And man, also the screws are just so beautifully done. You can't even see it on the video because you can't. I'm already holding this thing close. I'll put it under a microscope in another video, and you would see that it even has dots between the peaks of the torques. By the way, even these speed holes are chamfered. The edges are all chamfered on the outside. The top is completely flat. This area right here is very well done, rounded with a special tool. This is really nicely rounded. It says first 100 on the front. Can you see that? Let's get it. Boom. First 100 right there. And then let's talk about this blade a little bit. Guys, the finish on this blade is so flat that it's like even though it's stonewashed, it's basically a mirror. Do you see that? Isn't that crazy? That's because this thing is completely flat. I could probably show you my face in here if I cleaned it off. It's so flat the way it's milled. It's so perfectly made. Sheep's foot, which is a great shape for EDC and just everyday tasks. Chamfered on the inside here, so very, very comfortable. So let's talk about the size just a little bit. Here is the Grimsmo Rask, which is their other knife. Love this knife. Their full-size knife, so to speak. And this is much smaller. However, similar to the Rask, how you have a nice grip like this. This really nice forward finger choil design is something that you get in nicer high-end knives that have the room and the proper design. Knives that are designed improperly do not have a forward grip at all. But the best knives have a grip in the back like this and a forward grip like this. And what that's good is it gives you much more precision on the tip, and a knife that is a safe knife is one where you feel like you're in control of it. The further back you get, the less control you have. This basically puts your finger on the actual blade steel even, and it gets you really close to the edge while remaining safe and comfortable. And what I'm saying is, these knives both have that. Even though they're small, you can get your knife right. You can get your finger right up on the blade and extend your since the back of this is flat. It's very comfortable to put your hand. Gives you a good purchase on the thumb there. And even my big hand, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4", 6'5", size 13 shoes. I like big knives. This is a small knife, but it fits me very well in this forward grip. And that's because it's designed properly. Is what you get with good design. Awesome stuff here. This feels completely comfortable to use, even for me as a big guy. Especially with the way that this is cut out there, you see. It feels like it's not going anywhere. Really great grip with the machinist finish, actually, too. You get kind of a nice grip on this. I plan on using this, you know, even though this thing is basically a museum quality piece in any knife collection, no doubt. I'm still going to use it. It's interesting how this one the machinist finish sounds more metallic than this one too. This is more like a thud. This one's more like a metallic ringing. This knife sounds so good. You gotta admit that. And it feels great. And integral, by the way, feels great to flick out when it's integral. It has like a really solid feel and great acoustics. These are, of course, using ceramic ball bearings, the highest quality ceramic ball bearings you could possibly buy on planet Earth. Literally, they're extremely smooth. Even the bearing housings are made in-house. Everything's made in-house, including the screws. Let's talk about the clip. Holy, the clip, guys. There's no screws to secure the clip. It's wedged in with a really, really interesting design. Tough to show you up close. I don't have the macro lens on, all right, but it's wedged in there. It's not screwed in, and there's no wiggle. No wiggle on this one either. What's cool is that, so this is Fjell number 95, remember? And the first 100, let's see, 100 there, first there. Kind of cool in the light. By the way, there is engraving on the inside, Grimsmo knives here too. But what I was saying is that the fact that this is number 95 means that this is one of the most refined knives with the machinist finish that is ever made. Because there's only 100 of these, and this is number 95. So you see, over time, they're using the first 100 to refine them, and this is number 95. And then this is number 175, which is only the second Stonewash Fjell that they ever made. That's also, this is that guy's claim to fame. But, you know, this is hypothetically even more refined. However, I will say this. There is actually an issue with this knife, which is that it basically gets stuck when you use the flipper, like right now. It's actually stuck right there right now. And what that is it's a known issue that Grimsmo knows about, that I've emailed them about, and they say they're working on a fix and they know it. And I think John has been working on it in the past couple weeks and posting about it specifically. And he basically like deburred the inside of the knife a little bit around the pivot or something, and he fixed it. So I think they're going to send a new button potentially, but this is actually a big issue. You see, this is actually locked right now. Unless you push on the button. But that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like this. This one's perfect, ironically. The first 100 is perfect, and the 175 is has an issue. This one never had that issue. So that needs to get fixed. Even the knives that got lost going to Blade Show a year or two ago, that got lost by UPS or whatever, they came back and John was fixing them. This knife is from the same kind of generation as that time. So hopefully that gets fixed. But hey, no big deal. It's all right. You know us. We're people living on the cutting edge here. Minor issues are kind of part of it. It's not a big deal. God damn, this thing is beautiful though. Wow, wow, wow. Even though this has no hand finishing, this thing is still very comfortable. But it is super cool to see like how sharp the edges are here. You know, you, you get to see how sharp the edges are without the tumbling. Tumbling, you know, knocks down edges. And what I'm saying is there's like a sharper edge here because they didn't tumble it, but that's showing off. But even that is smooth, smooth enough to use. That's what they're showing off here. They tumbled this to knock down the edges, but they didn't do anything on this, and it's still usable. And there's even like I can actually see that there's like a 2 thou or 5 thou chamfer, like an insanely small chamfer. Holy crap! I didn't even know that was yeah, it is there, right there. Oh my god, I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see it, but yeah, the chamfer on the inside right there is like probably only 2 thousandths thick or something like that. And my, but I can feel it and I can see it. It's reflecting in the light. You know, honestly, the coolest thing to do with these knives once you get them, like these knives that are just milled so beautifully, like this one too, dragon scales, just move them around in the light. Even like that acid watch blade, so beautiful. This is this is my really one of my daily knives. One of my favorite knives, the Grimsmo Rask number 3045 in dragon scales here. Absolutely beautiful. And then this is its matching twin here. Its brother. Gray. See, titanium and black, titanium and black. You know what I mean? Both with matching blue anodization on the hardware. This one has a polished pivot. This one has a tumbled pivot. But the cool thing is that this is Norseman number 947, which was made in 2018. Pretty cool, pretty cool. 7 years ago. One of the earliest Norsemen when they did polished pivots. Not sure if they do that anymore. Anyway, let's keep it on task. Shout out to the Rask and Norseman, though. Okay. So, in conclusion, guys, besides the little issue with the action here that's getting locked up, when they fix that, I am extremely happy with these beautiful knives. They are this is this is truly a masterpiece of design and craftsmanship and CNC machining. This is a masterpiece of machining, which is not something you come by that often, man. People just most companies just spit out knives like 25 knives a year, 5 knives a year, 10 knives a year. You know, this is one man's dedication to perfection embodied in an object. And this exact finish will probably never be made again. So here's the Stonewash one, which will be made again, and which is absolutely incredibly beautiful and arguably even nicer to use. Feels amazing in the hand. I personally do not like buying the anodized knives from Grimsmo because the anodization changes color in a way that I just don't like. Nothing against them really. That's really just the way it works. Anodization changes when you touches it, when you touch it, and I just don't like that. So pretty much, as you see, I stick to Stonewash stuff. But I do have some. I do have some other knives that I'll show you. I just wanted to keep it simple for this one, and show you the matching pair because let's be honest, like this is like kind of a epic layout here. Wouldn't you say? Ooh. That sounds like a freaking katana coming out. Like, let's just be honest. You can't see this anywhere. You will never see these 4 knives together anywhere else, probably. Because of the way that these knives are made, there's not that many of these exact configurations, is what I'm saying. Like of course, there's Fjell's, there's Rasks, there's Norsemans, but the cool part about this is that if you catch the right knife at the right time, you'll find a configuration that was only made, for a limited time. That is truly, truly special. Not one of a kind, but 1 out of 100. Try getting a watch that's 1 out of 100. You can't. Unless you're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know what I'm saying? But in the knife world, you can have something that's almost a piece unique sometimes for a couple $100 or $1,000, or what I'm saying is it's way less than a watch. And knives are cool because of that, I think. Also, can we just say like all titanium right here, all RWL34, all in-house made, all in Canada, all using the best ceramic. All these are using the best ceramic bearings on Earth available. All these are made by essentially 1 man, 2 people, 3 people. Now that's pretty cool to me to see all these in one place. And believe it or not, there's some stuff in the cabinet over there that I'll bring in later that's even going to take this to another level with some piece unique Grimsmos that I will be showing you soon. So, with that said, I love the Fjell. Thank you very much to John Grimsmo and the Grimsmo team. Love you guys. Love your work. This is a dedication. This is dedicated to you guys. Thank you so much for your hard work. And I just want to show off this beautiful knife that will never be made again and that needs to be appreciated in the knife world. Even a big man can use the Fjell. But shout out to the Rask and the Norseman too. They're not going anywhere. Guys, with that said, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions or if you want me to review anything. Thanks a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.